LazArcade with me, BSF Gaming. This is the home of all the weird and wacky in gaming. Today we are back with take 2 of the AMC Andy's Man Club Charity series at Laguna Seca in the Radicals. Apologies if you were watching the first take of this. The power went and it's taken a couple of days to get everything back up and running properly. So we are going to literally jump straight in a few seconds to the race and redo this. If you would like to join any of our series, as always, feel free to drop a message in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. You can always hit us up on the BSF Gaming Facebook page and or hit me in the PSN network, direct message BSF Gaming, and I'll get you any working links to the Discord so that we can get you on board ASAP. So without further ado, we will get on with this. Jeff qualified first, BSF second, Posterboy third, 44th, Diva 5th, T-Jam 6th, Steve 7, Axel 8, Womjo 9, Liam 10, Riley 11, Barry in 12th. And as we get underway, 3, 4, 5, and we're off. And Posterboy takes a very good start from third, 40 as well in 5th. Steve-O on the gravel, coming down to turn 1. BSF up the inside of Jeff, gets it down into turn 1 but runs wide, and Jeff with the switchback gets up into the lead and starts to run away. Into the mid-pack we have Womjo making good progress around the outside of Steve-O, and everybody cleanly through turn 1 and 2, and we're heading off. Oh, a barrier across the gravel there in turn 3. Head down to the fast left-hander with a huge amount of banking for quite a shallow track. And Steve-O on the gravel, Barry with a good run on the exit up the hill inside of Womjo. A little bum touch as they head through that left-hand kink and up the hill towards the corkscrew. Jeff's through, Posterboy, BSF 40, Axel, everybody cleanly through for the first time. Jeff down the hill running away, BSF in hot pursuit. So they throw it into the left-hander, and BSF's onto the gravel and loses it. He's almost in the pit lane. Everybody else is going to make it through clearly. BSF with a massive wobble, trying to get back to the track, and does so right on the back of Riley in last place. That allows Jeff a massive lead over Posterboy on lap 2. T-Jam already up to P3 ahead of 40, chasing down Posterboy. In behind, Steve-O making good headway now that the first lap is down, up the inside of Axel, and Womjo's off into the gravel. Barry with a big wiggle, nearly taking Diva, and as they head into turn 3 again, it's a little bit scruffy, but they all get through without too much carnage. BSF has had another off in the background and has dropped even further off the back. Jeff coming up the hill towards the corkscrew and gets it turned in nicely. Down the hill he goes. In comes T-Jam. He's got ahead of Posterboy. 40 still in front of Steve-O. Oh, and that's Barry right off over the corkscrew. Sticks to the right. Lets everybody through without too much hassle. Nearly collecting Womjo on the rejoin, but nothing too bad. Riley, BSF on a mission, but with heavy damage, is into the pits. Jeff, lap 3, massive lead now over T-Jam in P2. Poster Boy had a wobble coming off the final turn, and 40's up the inside into turn 1. Looks about the move, gets it stopped. Steve-O follows through, and Poster Boy loses 1 place, nearly 2. Axel's in behind. Oh, and 40 hits the sausage cab, takes huge air, and manages to keep it in a straight line, but only just. Diva and Liam now chasing hard, and Jeff has lost the lead. Jeff has gone off and lost that huge lead, and T-Jam in the... Oh, and T-Jam's gone. T-Jam also off in from the lead, so Jeff retakes the lead. Well done, welcome Poster Boy, thanks for coming in, much appreciated. Jeff down the corkscrew, makes it this time. Everybody else following through quite nicely. Whoa, Barry with a wiggle. Riley struggling. BSF is finally out of the pits, nearly half a lap behind. Jeff up back into P1, but with damage will be struggling to keep that in a straight line. Poster Boy in P2 ahead of 40, heading down the main straight. Everybody else line astern, coming down to turn 1. 40's going for the move again. Will he get it stopped this time? He doesn't. He does. He backs out and goes for it again, and 40 takes P2. In the background, that's T-Jam recovering back up to 6th place. Diva holding 7th. Liam looking up the inside of Steve-O, but backs out. Oh, and somebody's onto the gravel again, but managing to keep it in a straight line. Oh, Diva with a big jump over the curb, nearly wiping out Steve-O, but good recovery. Steve-O with the switchback to the outside. Liam up the inside of T-Jam. Barry as well with a massive run as they head up the hill. Oh, everything getting a little bit squiffy. Barry with a massive run this time. Into the corkscrew, Jeff comes through. 40, 40 all crossed up. That's going to allow Poster Boy back through. And he does. He swoops around the outside in comprehensive fashion. Axel coming down next. He's going to be the next one after 40's P3. Wumjo up to P5, holding tight. Jeff massively in the lead again now. Axel cannot get close, but Steve-O is right on the back of Wumjo now as they head back down to turn 1 for the 5th time. Late on the brakes, sends it through, goes deep. Wumjo with a cutback, back up the inside. Steve-O's on the gravel, into turn 2, gets it back with that switch. Diva all crossed up. Barry and T-Jam taking a trip to the gravel, and Barry is off into the wall. That was massively unlucky. 2 of them off at the same time. We have BSF going through now up to P11. Jeff, as we switch back to the leader, has ditched it through the left-hand kink. And that allowed Poster Boy back through. 42, that's Axel, Wumjo, Steve-O, Liam and Diva all flying through. And Jeff back on the outside of the corkscrew. Oh, the damage now really taking a toll. Lucky not to get a corner cut penalty there. Riley's now onto the back of him. Here comes BSF through the corkscrew. Barry and T-Jam has redressed by the looks of it, or had another accident, judging by the damage. But that allows Poster Boy to run away up front. Now with clear track in front of him, stretching ahead of 40. Axel is P3, Wumjo is doing a good job in P4, with Steve-O wiggling around in P5. Good deep braking into turn 1. And on the exit, just cannot get close enough for a move yet, although Wumjo is off again, and that allows Stevo up to P4. Wumjo just dropping back, Diva holding steady in P6, just picking off places as people drop off the track. Liam struggling to keep up with the leading pack, has Jeff all over the back of him, and here comes BSF up to 10th, already onto the back of Jeff, putting in some 125s. Oh, and that's T-Jam off into the wall at the final corner, and I think he's parked it. So Poster Boy with 40 now in hot pursuit. Very good run down to the last corner for 40, picking up some space. 40, Stevo, Diva, Riley's got a half-second penalty. BSF is up to 9th as Liam drops back. BSF now in hot pursuit of Jeff, who's on the move alongside Riley down the inside. Just got to hold it into turn 1, gets that braking done, and in the background BSF on the move. Rapid around turn 1. Riley with a switchback, can't make it. And as these guys battle, there goes BSF up the inside of Riley into turn 3 and straight through. So following on to the curtails off Jeff. Jeff now lining up Diva, and as they come up the hill, Riley with a move looking to the inside, thinks better of it. Jeff goes around the outside of Diva. BSF on the switchback goes up the left hand side of Diva into the corkscrew, thinks better of it. Oh, and Diva with Jeff, that's Riley flying over the track as well. Riley has taken out Liam and BSF, so BSF up to 6th, but Riley causing huge amounts of carnage. Jeff recovering back to P7. Diva has lost out massively there. T-Jam still in the wall, so that is not ideal, taking away one of the best overtaking places on the track. In the lead, Poster Boy hanging on from 40, still ahead of Axel. Stevo and Wumjo still battling away for 4th and 5th. In behind them, BSF straight away, pulling from Jeff, although Jeff's off again. Jeff somehow not picking up a penalty for that either. Getting extremely lucky with the penalties here at Laguna Seca. Riley, after causing all the carnage, is up to P8. Liam is ahead of Diva, so everybody else now with huge damage from P6 backwards. Poster Boy into the corkscrew, down the hill he goes, 40 following. Axel closing in. This isn't over for Axel yet. Stevo still has Wumjo all over the back of him, and the rear pack closing in on them. So BSF in 6th. Down the hill he comes, all into the gravel. Here come the yellow flags. BSF's wide again, this time doesn't drop it completely. Jeff now all over the back of him. Behind him is Riley and Liam, and Diva with a Riley off the track. BSF's been overtaken by Jeff, but as they come down to the first corner, Liam is thinking about a move, so is Diva. Riley's on a rocket ship of a move up the inside of Liam, thinks better of that. Jeff all over the gravel again, somehow keeping it going in a straight line. Wumjo and Stevo still battling away for 4th and 5th, but Axel closing in on the leading 2. Up the hill we go. Lap 9, we're going to probably get 10 laps at this pace. Yeah, about 10 laps at this pace. So into the corkscrew goes Poster Boy, then 40, then Axel, Steve-O and Womjo cleanly line of staying behind. Jeff is up to P6. BSF is all over the back of him. Down the hill they come. Liam Diva has got through on Riley and he's setting off after Liam. With the yellow flags again in the final sector, one of the biggest overtaking places is eliminated. That was Riley with another huge sideways moment out of the final corner, and Womjo has lost the tail of Steve-O, so Womjo's had a bit of a mistake there. And everything kicking off at the moment. Something in the kitchen, wasn't it, Bells? Yeah. Baby Bell noticing something in the kitchen just going ping. Steve-O all alone in P4 now. Axel has firmly gripped the back of 40 and he's looking for the P2. Just got to keep the pressure on as they fly through the left-hand banker up to the kink. And it is quite a sharp kink, this one. It does require a bit of a downshift and sometimes mild braking. But Axel's got the run. He's on the inside. Steve-O 40, forcing him off the track in defence. That could be under review from the stewards. You cannot force a driver off the track. That's forced Axel wide again coming down the hill, but Axel in desperate moves here now. Can't overtake into the final corner, so he's got to get the run on the way to the line. And with the slipstream, that is possible. He's closing in, but not fast enough. Poster Boy will take the lead. 40 second, Axel third. Womjo, Steve-O's going to come fourth. Womjo fifth, Jeff sixth, BSF 7, Diva 8, Riley 9, Liam 10. Barry limping across the line in P11. And T-Jam finally crossing the line in P12. So T-Jam now just wait until the last lap. Right in the wrong place. Could have at least done it a corner earlier. But, hey, he's the monkey. We have Poster Boy first, 40 hanging on to second place under review. Axel third, Steve-O fourth, Womjo fifth, Jeff sixth, BSF 7, Diva 8th, Riley 9th, Liam 10th, Barry 11th, and T-Jam in 12th. Now, while I load up race 2, if you would like to join us here at LazArcade with any of our series, feel free to drop a message in the comments and I'll send you a working Discord link so that you can come check us out. If that doesn't take your fancy, you can always hit us up on Facebook looking for the profile BSF Gaming. Again, send us a message. You can DM us, Messenger, whatever you fancy. I will get you a working link ASAP. Vice versa, if none of that social media malarkey is up your street, you can always hit us on the PSN network and I'll get you the links that way through the PlayStation app. Andy's Man Club charity series is raising money for the wonderful AMC, Andy's Man Club, a male mental health charity here in the UK. With an ever-growing amount of locations nationwide, these guys provide vital services to anyone that needs them and do it with a massive smile on their face. And as they grow, they're going to need all the support, and it's only ever a pleasure doing these events for them. So please give us a shout if you would like to donate to them or join any of the series and help spread the word. The reverse grid here for Race 2, Barry will be on pole. T-Jam having to dip out due to internet issues. Liam will start P2, Riley 3rd, Diva 4th, BSF will start 5th, Jeff 6th, Wumjo 7, Steve-O 8, Axel 9, 4010, and Poster Boy will start in P11. Now, for the hour-long race, all 3 racing tyres are mandatory, and Jeff there getting an awful start. Diva getting a decent launch, looking at the move up the inside, although thinking better of it. BSF just hangs out wide. Barry straight away down to P4, holds on to P3 in the end, and Jeff has gone through to the lead from P6. Diva's followed him through into P2. So Barry, with what looked like quite a bad start, actually only lost the 2 places as Riley managed to block everybody else through. Poster Boy with an early lunge on 40, trying to get to the front ASAP. 40 with the slipstream on the outside though, is going to hang tight. BSF in 6th now, dropping down another place as Steve-O gets through. BSF started on the hard tyres. Everyone ahead. Jeff on mediums, Diva on mediums, Barry on softs, Steve-O on mediums. BSF's up to 5th. Oh, and in the background that was 40 sending himself to Narnia. Liam with big heavy damage already. Wumjo chasing Axel, who in the first race. Oh, Barry's off at the final corner. Diva, no, that's not Diva, that's Liam and Riley at the back. Riley also with a big off. So heading down into turn 1. Poster Boy is up to P5. BSF is up to P4. Chasing Steve-O. Jeff running away early on, as he did in the first race. Will just be looking not to make a mistake this time around. In behind, 40 now from coming back from Narnia, looking at a move on Axel. Didn't do himself any damage, so he is able to keep full speed as soon as those tyres are clean. Oh, but 40 sending it on Axel into the kink. Axel picking up a half-second penalty there. That's another one for the reviews. If you're going to be sending it, you've got to do it cleanly. And that is BSF off at the corkscrew. BSF dropping huge amounts of places again. Definitely making this hard for himself. Wumjo with a huge 1.5 second penalty. Barry chasing 40 now. And as they approach the penalty line, oh, Riley again off the track at the back. Leo making a chase after BSF. BSF with a move up the inside of Barry, getting it down low. Getting it stopped at the apex. Axel following through. Liam hip checking Barry as well. That's another one. Just got to be careful. You cannot go smacking people out the way. Oh, Barry hitting Axel there. That's another one. Although Barry and Axel managed to carry on. Axel did lose a place. So quite a few reviews already underway. BSF with a half-second penalty for track limits. Steve-O with a big off up in front of them. BSF all over the sausage cab, making it through at the kink. Steve-O's lost that run on Poster Boy, who down the hill from the corkscrew is chasing down Diva. Diva in P2 here, just keeping it clean and steady. It's exactly what it needs to do. No point in absolutely sending it for a fastest lap every single lap, because it doesn't need to if everybody else makes mistakes. Poster Boy closing in though, may well take that podium spot away from him. Steve-O as well closing in behind him. Fordy and Axel up the inside of BSF into turn 1, but as they both run wide, BSF switch back. King takes that place back and around the outside of Axel into turn 2, keeps that place. In behind, Barry Fordy rejoining into a fast moving pack, dropping behind Barry, and behind them somebody were there all over the gravel. Oh, Wumjo hitting the sausage curb, clattering the side of Liam. Liam with a massive wobble. Wumjo letting Liam back through, so very nicely done with a redress there. If in doubt, give it back. Fordy trying to recover again now. Chasing down Barry. Axel right behind him, picking up a half second for the track limits at the corkscrew. Down the hill we go. Barry holding his own. Just got to keep it clean into the final corner. Doesn't hit that sausage curb. Gets it straight nice and early. And off they go down the main straight. Fordy already pulling out of the slipstream, showing his intention, but Barry defending the inside line. Fordy has nowhere to go, but late on the brakes, sends it through. Barry with the switchback, can't get, or does sort of get the run, but Fordy blocks it off on the exit. Good, very good pass there. BSF in 5th now, just chasing down the next 3. Jeff is cleared off up the front and will probably maintain this so long as Poster Boy doesn't get past Diva, but he just has. Diva down to P3. He's got Steve-O all over the back of him. In the background, Fordy flying off the track. Barry getting sent to the inside. Axel sliding through. Liam chasing that gap too. So 3 or 4 places made there. Barry caught unaware with the dirty tyres into the corkscrew. Liam looking for the move up the inside. Does make it on. Then brakes heavily to stop himself flying off the track. Fordy with another lunge on Liam there, having to back out. Barry back around the outside, holding P8 for the moment. Very, very quickly, this mid-group starting to get a little bit antsy, looking for places. Barry deep on the brakes. Liam deep into the corner. Gets the second half squared off nicely though. Barry following through will look to keep, I was going to say look to keep that slipstream, but catapults himself around the outside. Brilliant move in the short shoot between 2 and 3 and sets off after Axel. Axel in his own little world at the moment. Slow off of the banked corner, and Barry's flown past him. Barry's back up to P6, and what the difference 2 corners make. Barry on a mission now. In behind, Fordy looking for a lunge into the corkscrew. Wumjo getting it right down the inside as everybody else checks themselves up and takes 2 for 1. Fordy muscling a gap, fighting his way through. Axel, whoa, Barry there into the wall. Oh, and that's taken Fordy with him. A couple of potential unsafe rejoins there. BSF up to 5th, or still in 5th, chasing Diva now. As they head into turn 2, going wide just to get the switchback. Gets the run. We're looking at a potential move any second now, but Diva just holding it steady. BSF having to go wide, will lose the speed. Axel follows. Womjo having to check up, allows Liam to go through. And as they come up the hill again, into the kink we go. Diva flying through the kink. BSF right on his tail, looking for a move, switches to the inside, backs out of it, doesn't want to get caught in the in the corkscrew. So down the hill we go. Axel followed by Womjo, who managed to get back past Liam. Womjo looking for the move with Axel, has to back out and luckily doesn't trip over him. Diva holding off BSF. BSF dives into the pit lane. Jeff with a huge lead over Poster Boy. Just got to keep it going. The tyres on these radicals lasting literally forever. Poster Boy with Stevo and Diva in P4 now defending from Axel. Womjo's behind him, Liam as well, hitting the sausage curb and getting big air in the middle of turn 1. Riley doing all right. Barry in to repair the damage. The soft tyres holding up very, very well. The hard tyres barely touched at all. Fordy also in to repair his damage and get rid of those hard tyres. So Jeff now nearly a lap ahead of 3 in the pits. So the pit lane here, quite a long one. But that will mean that when it is their turn to pit with extra fuel to take on, that could well be a game changer. So BSF and Barry both filling up, Fordy deciding not to. Jeff P1 all alone, only a couple of corners from the back of the field. Poster Boy down into turn 1 all alone. Stevo right behind him. Diva has pulled away from Axel, who either made a mistake or, on those harder tyres, struggling to keep pace. Liam has Riley and Womjo in close contention with him. As they come through turn 2 up to turn 3. Womjo looking for the move on Riley now. Oh, God. Dang it. Customary yawn there for everyone playing the drinking game. Womjo to the outside of Riley, up the hill. Takes a huge dive, switchback, hits the sausage curb, loses speed, and gets damage. Sausage curb's not very forgiving here. If you catch him at the wrong angle. Liam with damage as well, chasing after Axel. So Liam is going to struggle with the top end and stability. Womjo getting past Riley quite quickly again, looking for any sort of headway early on. But, and Diva's gone off. Diva's gone off from the top 3, I think it was, maybe. Oh, I'm struggling to get any sort of grip to get back onto the track. Down to P9 goes Diva and doesn't even make it into the pits. So that there has pretty much written off his chances of a podium. But with a bit of luck and a bit of strategy, could well bring his way back into it. Diva is the last 15-minute king of moves, so anything could happen. 45 on the clock to go. BSF is already up to P8, flying on those softs. Looking to reel in Riley. And Womjo ahead. Liam in P5 now is looking to chase Axel, who's actually pulled quite a bit of a gap. But with no Diva in the picture, the gap between Axel and Stevo now is growing. Stevo maintaining a mid 131, low 32 pace. Poster Boy maintaining that mid to a 31 in general pace. Jeff flirting with the 30s. Barry from the back, fresh tyres. He's got damage again. Last lap around a 129.2. 40 with a 126. BSF a 124.5. So the fresh tyres helping as the boost, the light boost as well, brings them back into contention. And BSF is already onto the back of Riley. Oh, big hit on that sausage curb, almost flipping the car over. Heading up the hill into the kink. Chasing Riley up the hill. He's going to go for the move straight away on the brakes. Diving past. Flicks it in. Liam's next in his sights. Straight around the outside of Liam. Liam hitting the sausage curb on the inside. Nearly takes himself out of the picture. And BSF finally on a move up to P6. He's got Womjo right ahead of him. And straight away out of the last corner into the slipstream. To the outside. Oh, wheel on the gravel won't help. Into the braking zone for turn 1. Womjo a little bit deep, but keeps it tight. BSF just straight around the outside. Riley onto the gravel there. So BSF up to P5. Massive hit on the sausage curb again. All sorts of air manoeuvres there. The Red Bull Air team would be impressed with those acrobatics. The Axel in 4th is, I would say, making good headway, but dropping back from Stevo already has BSF all over the tail. Oh, and Womjo's off in the background. Womjo's hit the wall. Diva on a move, still hasn't repaired the damage, but is slowly moving forward. Fordy and Barry, I think, have pitted again, potentially. Jeff still in the lead, not pitted yet. Poster Boy as well on the mediums. So is Stevo. So the top 3 all on mediums. BSF is already past Axel. BSF with a 130.5 that last lap around. Jeff in the lead with a 130.1. So going through the traffic and closing in, or trying to close back into the leaders, proving not as easy as it was a lap or 2 ago, but with all the manoeuvres and acrobatics, well, it's not too shabby. Liam chasing Axel, Riley in behind, Diva in behind them, 40 now closing in, only a couple of corners away, so that's not too bad. Barry's moved ahead of Womjo, who's dived into the pits. And as he exits, Jeff may well claim his first victim. Will Jeff claim the first lap car of the race? Not quite. Womjo just ahead as he comes out the pits, but Jeff is right on the back. Poster Boy a long way back, still losing pace to Jeff. Steve-O as well, just not able to close in. BSF with a 1:32 last lap around, so even less or even more time lost. Axel in P5, doing a very good job holding on. The weight in these cars with the fuel loads also making a huge difference. So BSF with a much more fuel than anyone else around with the pit stop. Liam's gone wide, Axel wide too, Riley's gone through. There's a poppy cat looking for a cuddle. Yeah, sweetie pie. Diva making good headway back towards the mid-pack, now has those that were behind him originally right in his sights. 40 from the rear, steadily picking up time, but I mean still nearly a lap behind. Oh, there goes Jeff. Jeff getting Jeff getting Womjo the next lap around. That could well be a sign of things to come. 40 though steadily in the 125s, just and as I say that, commentator's curse, 40 smashing the wall. And that's ruined that. I was going to say 40 was steadily in the 125s, just closing in on the pack. Diva in the low 27s, high 26s, doing a very good job of closing in as well. And everyone ahead in the 33s and 4s. So Diva's got the pace here, just needs to break through this pack very quickly and get on up the road. And if you can do so, that will put him in good stead. And Riley trying to stick it around the outside, that could be under review. Going off, not sure whether that was Riley turning into Diva or Diva just blasting through with some rockets attached, but he's gone past Liam as well and setting off after Axel, who slowly but steadily falling backwards through the field. Diva is on a move. That was somebody into the pits, Liam into the pits, Axel having a bit of a wobble there. Diva moving up to the back of Axel already, closing him down into turn 1. As he enters the camera shot, closing in metre by metre, second by second, and Axel is a sitting duck here. Those hard tyres evidently not good enough to maintain pace. Great on the longevity, but just not as fast as Diva behind on those mediums that he has also been running from the start of the race. So the crossover and the tyre wear not really like coming into it in this car, this track. 40, after his collision with the wall, is also back onto the rear of Diva and closing up into the mid pack again. looking for any sort of way back into this race. As they come down the hill, Diva defending from 40. Doesn't want to get too defensive. He wants to be looking forward, not backwards. 40 hanging wide. Does get ahead of Diva. Diva slow off the corner on the inside. Deciding to let 40 go by the looks of it. But 40 slow on the straight. And Diva could go back at him here. Thinks better of it. And Axel, all the while these guys are battling, just hoping that he can pull away, but doesn't seem to be able to do so. Axel is stalled in the 133, 32 range. 40 and Diva having a bit of a scruffy last lap around, getting overtaken, and damage now kicking in. Riley behind in the 131 now. Sending it up the inside of Diva, that was a bit touchy. Into the bus stop we go. BSF down into the 30s and 29s, closing in on Stevo for P3. So the soft tyres keeping their grip very well. Jeff in the 130, 131, having a 138. Couple of laps to go, so huge time loss there. Stevo onto the gravel, big wiggle. Oh, BSF with another massive curb strike. BSF hitting every single curb with such ferocity, the car just flying through the air, and a big twitch on the exit of turn 3. Doesn't want to get caught behind Stevo for too long if he can. Poster boy in the 131s, just maintaining pace, just sticking it out. Jeff now rolling down into the final corner. BSF has made it past Evo. We missed that one. So potentially Stevo having an off or just slow up the hill, but either way, BSF is up to P3, and Poster Boy is in, and Stevo's wide, saves it. What a save from Stevo. Those medium tyres from the start still very good, but as the car lightens, it becomes even more prone to sudden changes of grip. BSF flying through 137. Jeff with a 130.6, pulling away another 10th that last lap. Stevo now settling in behind, just trying to get through the lap. Two wheels on the gravel all the way down to turn 3. Diva's up to P4. So Axel's must have pitted, or Axel's made a mistake. Axel pitted. So Axel's down to P9. Poster Boy coming out on softs will come out alongside Barry. Barry's up to P5. Still with those tyres from the start. Well, no, he had a pit stop because of damage early on, didn't he? So Barry's doing all right, but he has got damage. Poster Boy sliding through on the inside, up to P5. He'll take that, and now Barry will just sit in the slipstream and try and drag himself along back towards the front. Stevo is in from P3, and Jeff going for one more lap. BSF with a 131.5, Jeff with a 130.2, so the soft tyres are burning up. quite quickly. The P's in the times there on the right ignore, because Jeff has not pitted twice, neither has BSF, and neither has Diva or anybody else for that matter. So those P's are part of a glitch, so do ignore those. Axel flying along in 7 in behind. Wumjo now up to 8th. Riley, having made a pit stop a few laps ago, is up to 9 but wide, and that will let Liam through, who also pitted quite a few laps ago onto the hards. Jeff is in from the lead. But BSF is over half a lap behind and now has damage. So BSF has had an off, and that is not ideal. So as we head down to the final corner, BSF diving into the pits as well. Jeff is already on to the fueling stage and will probably go for nearly a full tank. BSF taking the lead briefly as he comes into his stall. Jeff retaking it on the exit of the pits. BSF still not into the pit lane. And there we go, finally. Only 30 seconds later. Jeff moving to the hard tyres now. So Poster Boy in P2 on the softs, looking to make up some ground on Jeff while he can. BSF going for a full tank, Jeff just shy. Poster Boy's a lap short of, 2 laps short of full. Haven't pitted a couple of laps ago. Barry, Axel, BSF coming out of the pit lane on some mediums. Right into the pack. Steve-O goes through. Wumjo and Riley and Liam all close in behind. BSF straight up the inside of Steve-O and through. Steve-O onto the grass, or onto the gravel. Manages to stay on the track. Riley with a good run up the hill. And as we go, Steve O'Reilly and Wumjo were picking up a track limit penalty there. Oh, Steve with a huge slide, getting it all crossed up into the corkscrew. That's going to allow Riley and Wumjo through. Although Riley backs out, having a big moment of his own. And Wumjo, the huge capitalist that he is, makes that move stick. Steve-O into the pits. So, not sure what that strategy will entail. My door's just been knocked. I'll be right back. I'll leave you with Wumjo. Okay, I'm back. Apologies for that. The neighbour's carer just needed us to lift some heavy stuff around for them. Poor neighbour, she's on some breathing apparatus and stuff, having the big C not doing too well at the moment. So apologies for the brief absence there, and we are back. So, Wumjo is down to P10, not quite sure what's happened. I can see a pit stop 2 laps ago. So that could well be it. Ahead of him, Steve-O now in P9, having made his pit stop a few laps ago. Closing back down on Riley. Steve-O on some soft tyres, maybe looking to go to the end. Riley ahead of him, Diva with some huge rear damage, so I don't know what's happened there, but appears to have had an accident. Goes through on Liam. 40 is now in P5, okay, so Axel's in P4. BSF is in P3, so that second stop dropping him back behind Poster Boy. And in contention with Jeff doing a 134 last lap around. Those hard tyres not doing him too nice. 133 for him. Poster Boy in the 131s. Same with BSF, 131s. So they're all closing in. Axel with the 32s. So everyone closing back in on Jeff in this middle stint, as those hard tyres starting to give Jeff some issues. Very steady times between Poster Boy and BSF. Axel in P4, doing good. Liam looking for a move on Steve-O. Backing out into turn 1. Steve-O lunging around the outside. Brilliant move there on the soft tyres. In the low, well, lap times all over the place as the boost kicks in and drops off as he picks up places, but very steady progress through the mid-pack. Still running wide on the exit of 3. That allows Liam back through. Diva may or may not go for those softs very shortly with that damage. It's gonna, and as I say that, now picking up front damage. Gonna struggle to get back anywhere with all that damage. Riley has managed to slip through, and slowly but surely Liam and Steve-O catching 40. 40 on those softs was making good progress, but they start to drop off quite quickly. And as Steve-O and Liam close back in, 40 may have to think about a different strategy here. Diva has got going again. I would not be surprised if he goes in to repair. Wumjo on a move as well. He'll be looking to pick up quite a few places in the closing stint, as long as those softs will last. Barry all the way down the back. He's on hard tyres. He's got fuel to the end. So again, just he's off. Good recovery. But probably looking just to get to the end without too much more damage. Jeff back into the 31s as BSF and Poster Boy this time around drop touch ever so slightly, but Jeff is in for his final stop. So does Poster Boy follow, or does Poster Boy go for them softs and try to extend? He does go around one more time, so he wants to take the lead. BSF into the final corner now on those mediums. He's got fuel to the end, so that is potentially a good scenario. Jeff just getting tyres. Doesn't need fuel. And out he comes. Not too far behind BSF. Axel's going around the outside. Mr. Happy, welcome in. Thanks for that. It was a very good race. Axel's all over the exit curb of turn 1. Manages to scoop it up. Jeff is right on his tail. And already up the inside of Axel. He's going to make the move around the outside on those fresh softs. And done so. So, Jeff back up to P3, closing down BSF, who's quite a way up the road, but with 15 minutes to go, anything is possible. Poster Boy just ahead, still on those softs, gonna try and extend this stint as far as possible. Last lap was a 1:30.8, so doing good. BSF a 1:31.2. This time around, Poster Boy with a 1:31.3. BSF across the line, 1:30.7. Jeff on the move. So his outlap will be slower than normal, so a 33 there. Axel's gone into the pits, so Fordy now in 4th, Steve-O in 5th. And if they're going to the end, this could be a thriller. Womjo with a half-second penalty in behind, making good headway. Through turn 1 he goes. Riley all over the curb and gravel and all sorts of detritus now on his tyres. Liam's got the hazards on, so he's either in auto drive or hasn't figured out how to turn them off yet. Diva did pit 2 laps ago to get that damage repaired. He's gone to softs and is on a move. Rapid closing in on the guys in front. Barry still holding tight at the back. Poster Boy going again, so as long as those softs keep giving him the lap times, he can keep going and just hope that his last stop is short enough. A 1:30.0 there for BSF. Jeff is going to come along not very much, a second faster, 1:29.1. So Jeff is on a move. He's trying to close down. Steve-O with the 1:31 just cannot get close to those in front. But as he says that, Womjo with a 1:28 that last lap, closing in on Steve-O. Riley's down to the 1:30s. Fordy is into the pits. Liam has got Axel and Diva right behind him. Diva following Axel through now, and Liam just a little bit hairily moves across. Has to back out. And that's Diva up to P8. So Diva making good recovery from the 2 accidents that he's had. The early P2 runner up to P8. And with more pit stops to come, that could be a very good position. Riley chasing Womjo right onto the back of Steve-O. Jeff now within touching distance of BSF. Poster Boy with a 1:30.7 last lap around. BSF with a 1:32.2. That's not good enough. Another 1:29.5 for Jeff. Here comes Steve-O with Womjo right in behind. Steve-O with a 1:32.5. Womjo with a 1:31.6, closing in at second a lap. Riley's had to pit for fuel. He's not going to make another 10 minutes with no fuel. Axel will take P6 then, and Diva will take P7. Liam finding the gravel almost there. 40 now moving up as well after his latest stop. So he'll be looking to gain some last minute places. And here comes Barry. He's picked up some front bumper damage from somewhere, but will go ahead of Riley, who's repairing damage. So Barry and Riley will be fighting for the final place. Poster Boys tyres looking absolutely shot to pieces. Comes along a 132.2. BSF out of the final corner. Jeff now within touching distance. BSF down to the 30.9s. Jeff last lap around a 31.1, so losing a bit of ground there. And as we get down to the last 10 minutes, the pressure starts to build. Any mistakes at this late stage could spell game over. Steve-O into turn 1, Wumjo following. These two have been locked together pretty much all race, every race for the last couple of weeks. Axel all alone in P6. Diva is trying to close in from behind. Up to P7, so there's another place. 40 P8 also looking to close in. Liam, if he can stop hitting those sausage curbs, he'll close in nicely. Barry with a 130.4, one of his fastest laps with ten minutes to go. Some front bumper damage, running deep though into turn 1. Riley closing in from behind. Poster Boy still going. So a 131.8 that last lap around. Here comes BSF off the final corner. That looks incredibly slow. A 30.6. Here comes Jeff. 29.8. Jeff slowly catching BSF. And if Poster Boy doesn't have to pit again, he should be safe. But if he does have to pit again, that will mean that the whole grid behind will come through, probably all the way down here to Wumjo in P5, if not Axel and Devo in 6 and 7. The pit lane increasing incredibly long. Jeff coming up the hill, he's got BSF in his sights. Soft versus medium tyres, the fuel is about the same, so there's no issues there. Into the corkscrew we go. BSF dropping down the hill nicely. Here comes Jeff as well, slowly but steadily closing in. Into the far, oh, and there goes Poster Boy. Poster Boy has made his last stop, which will leave these two to go through, and we'll see where Poster Boy comes out. BSF will take the lead with a 136. Here comes Jeff with a 129.3, so again another second taken out of BSF from Jeff. Poster Boy is into the pits, finally. Steve-O's up to P3. Axel will go up to P4. Wumjo's had to pit as well by the looks of it. So Diva coming down the main straight has got Poster Boy on his left coming out of the pit lane. Poster Boy makes it out in P5, but will be slow with Diva and 40 right behind him. And this is a brilliant little battle forming up. Poster Boy getting up to speed. Diva with a run will look for the move down the inside, but blocked off by Poster Boy with a good exit up the hill. 40 making a lunge, having to think twice about that one. Axel's chasing Steve-O, and up at the front BSF has got Jeff right behind him. There's definitely a bit of a mistake somewhere on that lap. BSF going down to the wall was going to send Jeff the long way around, but there's not a lot you can do. 32 for BSF, a 30 for Jeff. Jeff's just got to hang it around the outside. A big hit on that sausage curb, sending BSF wide. Jeff trying to get up the inside and does so. And that's it. Jeff has slid through on the exit. All squirrely. These two will lock together. Now BSF's got the slipstream down into the banked left. Thinks about the move, takes a second guess, and that's it. Once you break that momentum, you're going to take a little while to gain it back. Jeff pulling a little bit of a lead this time around up into the corkscrew. Diving in deep. Good run there. BSF chasing, but not able to stick with. Those mediums just not got the grip of the softs. But with 5 minutes to go, will the softs wear out long enough, or more enough, for the mediums to get their grip back with a move like that? Definitely not. Jeff coming across with a 31.4, BSF down in the 33s. That's game over for the lead. In behind, let's see what we've got. We've got Poster Boy with 40 and Diva now. This is probably the last gasp battle for the last 4 minutes. We'll probably stick with these guys. Poster Boy leading 40 across the line. Diva just dropping back out of that final corner will look to pick up in the braking zone, which he does, but goes a little bit wide, gets a good V on the corner and exits brilliantly up to turn 2, closing in, much tighter angle, cleaner exit. Just got to follow Poster Boy through this corner as well, and the run that he has now up until that little dip of wheel in the gravel was huge, and Liam following almost took the lot of them. Up the hill we go into the kink, and this is the danger corner for most drivers. Everyone filtering through, Liam taking a little bit more speed off to make it safely. And Poster Boy's deep. 40 is running away from Poster Boy, who is stuck on hard tyres. You do not want to be stuck on hard tyres in the last stint. Not here anyway. Diva's softs keeping him in contention. Right through the last corner, he's going to have much better grip on the exit. Does so, he gets a good run, but Poster Boy down to the wall to block that manoeuvre off. Diva still thinks about it, but backs out at the last second. Through turn 1 they go, 1.5 minutes to go. So they might get 2 more laps out of this if they're very lucky. Wamjo looking to join the party at the last second here. Diva looking for the move on Poster Boy. He's got that run again. Whether he's got the bravery to stick it out, he doesn't. He just backs out at the last second. That's allowed Liam the run. Up the hill we go to the kink. Fordy ahead, takes it nicely by the looks of it. Poster boy all good. Wumjo's ditched it into the gravel. So Wumjo's last lap heroics shot to pieces there with that error. Fordy managing to run away while Poster boy defends, and Diva all over the back of him like a rash, looking left and right, and they will get one more lap, crossing the line with just under 30 seconds to go. Diva pulls to the inside. This is the best run he's had for a while. Liam's looking to join the party. Poster boy on the outside has to filter in behind, going for the switchback, can't make it as Diva V's the corner off nicely, and Diva off after Fordy. Poster boy in behind, looking for the move again. He's not going to make it there. Diva, with her having to check up, will drag Liam along. Liam looking at going all the way around the outside and almost makes it stick on Poster boy. Diva with a wobble coming up the hill. Oh, and Liam's gone wide. Oh, and he's ditched it into the gravel too. That spin takes him out of the pack. And oh, Diva up the inside, hitting Fordy. Fordy goes back through. Poster boy too. Diva last lap heroics. Hero or zero. Still a hero in many people's eyes. But that last lap move just not sticking. And Jeff has taken the lead. BSF is second. Axel's third. Steve-O's fourth. Fordy will come home fifth. Poster boy sixth. Diva seventh. Liam eighth. Wumjo will come along ninth. Barry and Riley in 10th and 11th. And that there, boys and girls, is that. So final scores again, pending reviews. Jeff is first, BSF second, Axel third, Steve-O fourth, Fordy fifth, Poster boy six, Diva seven, Liam eight, Wumjo 9, Barry 10, Riley 11. Once again, if anybody would like to join us for the series, feel free to drop a message in the comments, like and subscribe to the channel if you would please. It's this series, the AMC Charity series, all for Andy's Man Club, male mental health charity here in the UK, raising money and awareness for their superiorly good work nationwide. If you can't drop that or don't fancy it, you're more than welcome to join us on Facebook under the profile BSF Gaming, and failing that, there is the PSN network. Just message me at BSF Gaming and I'll send you any and all working links. Thanks very much for watching today, guys. That's all for me. I am BSF Gaming. This is LazArcade. Good day.